if I'm looking at example 2, a grid has been superimposed on a sketch that we can see to the right here. Estimate the pitch or slope of the roof to the right of the worker's head. So I'm going to take an approximate point that it looks like it goes through, pick another one, and I can see that in this case it went up by 1 and right by 3. It's going to be about 1/3. When it asks, could I use the grid to estimate the pitch of the roof the worker is standing on? Looking at this one, no, because it only works if you're going to be looking directly at it. So we can see if we're looking directly at it, it's going to fit. As soon as we turn or are looking at it from a slightly off perspective, where we're not looking directly at what the object is, then it's going to make it look steeper than it actually is. All right. If it wants us to draw a line segment on the grid which passes through the point of -4 and 2. So I'm going to start by finding the point of -4 for x and 2 for y. And there's my starting point. And I want to have a slope of -2/3. What that means is I need to start at this point and I'm going to go down 2 and I'm going to go right 3 to get to the next one. I'm going to continue that process on, go down 2 and right 3, and I can keep doing it. Down 2, right 3, down 2, right 3, until I'm basically running off the grid. If I want to move to the left, well, if it has a negative slope, if I'm moving to the left, then suddenly the y is going to be positive. And I can stretch negative for the run and positive for the rise. And as long as one's positive, one's negative, the slope will still be negative. It wants us to write the coordinates of 3 other points on the line segment which have integer coordinates. Well, there's all sorts of possibilities that I can do here, but I'm going to say, well, I can have the point up here, which is -10 and +6. I can take the x-intercept here, which is going to have the point of -1 and 0. And I can pick this point down here, which is going to be at 5 and -4. And I should be drawing through, connecting these points, and putting in some arrows to say that it's going to go on and on forever. All right, and a line segment has a slope of -5/7 and a rise of 12. Calculate the run as an exact value. Well, if the slope is equal to rise over run, then in this case, -5/7 has to be equal to 12 over the run, which we'll call x. And using our old math skills, we're going to cross multiply. So we're going to take the 12, we're going to multiply it by the 7, and then we're going to divide it by the 5. So I can say 12 times 7, which is going to give me 84, divided by -5, x is going to equal -84/5 as an exact value because I can't reduce that fraction.